here to talk to you about a great Mannington product, MUL. MUL stands for Mannington Underlayment. And what this is, it's a vinyl carrier with a felt top. And this is used to glue a Duraflex to, Mannington glue down products. So this product here floats over your substrate and then the Duraflex is glued to it. So it creates a monolithic floating application, which is really, really handy for areas where maybe there's painted concrete, there's existing tile that cannot be removed, or you just want maybe a floating grouted option. We can grout the Duraflex tiles once they're glued over top of this product. What MUL is it's only 33 mils thick. Right, that's the thickness of the product, pre-gel and felt, extremely easy to work with, and it really doesn't, because it's so thin, it doesn't add any thickness to your flooring. If we're doing an Duraflex plank installation, it's imperative that the MUL is run perpendicular to the Duraflex planks. We would not want the Duraflex planks running right on this seam here. The seams are butted together, and then they're secured together with some very thin, clear packaging tape. 2-inch wide is preferable. So the MUL would be run perpendicular. All of your Duraflex planks would go across these seams, tying it all together, making for a very strong installation. If we made the mistake of running it the same way, you could have a weak point where these seams are. MUL will also minimize floor prep. It's not going to eliminate floor prep. We still need the floor to be clean, dry, smooth, flat, structurally sound. But this product will go over painted concrete. It'll bridge minor imperfections in the substrate. It also will eliminate maybe the added cost of 1/4-inch plywood and the more extensive labor price for installing that plywood. This product, once the substrate is cleaned, it can simply be rolled out 6 foot at a time. Because this is a monolithic float, we still want a minimum 1/4-inch expansion gap around all fixed vertical surfaces. So walls, cabinets should not go on top. They shouldn't go on top of any floating floor. So we're going to apply the adhesive in the same manner that we would if we were doing it on 1/4-inch underlayment. Same trowel. It's a 16th by 16th by 16th U-notch. That's the teeth on the trowel. Apply the adhesive, allow it proper open time. So it's important to know that the setup time for the MT711 will most likely be increased on MUL. The felt is very porous, so it'll suck up the moisture out of the glue quicker. And it'll also be more difficult to tell the proper setup time, because now we have a white adhesive drying on a white substrate. So you can simply touch it with your finger to see how much transfer you get onto your finger. You get a little bit of transfer. It's pretty much ready to go. Another thing we can do is just simply test it with the tile. So if I put this tile in place, we have a line here that we're starting on. So if I start on this line and stick the tile in place, how much does it move around on me? If it's got excessive movement, we want to wait and give that another 5, maybe 10 minutes open time. If I can just move it around a little bit like that, it's still okay. It's probably a little bit on the wet side, but we do not want it to go completely clear, completely dry. We want to make sure that we get transfer on the back of the tiles so that we get that semi-wet set and permanent bond. That's really going to tie these two products together and make for an extremely strong installation. So we're going to continue installing these products, the tiles, These are directional. There are arrows on the back, so we want to keep them all going in the same direction. Lightly butting the edges, keeping it on the chalk line. It's a good idea to have a damp rag, so if you do get any adhesive oozing up, you can take care of it while it's still wet. We also want to work out of several boxes at a time, blending the patterns. You're going to get different patterns on different tiles. We don't want to cluster the same pattern in the same area. So it's good to have a few different boxes, piles to work from, and be aware of what you're installing. These products can be installed, they can be installed half a tile and a full tile. It can also be installed with a random stagger. In this case, we have a half a tile. So we start with a full one. The next row, we use a half a tile, and then back to a full one. Again, being mindful of the patterns, so we're mixing them up. It's just going to make for a better looking installation once everything's done. Once we have an area installed, or at least the area that we glued installed, we're going to be sure to roll that, either with a 75-pound 3-section floor roller or a hand roller where we're going to use body weight to roll this product down and ensure that we get transfer from the adhesive to the back of the tile and to get that permanent bond. So a Duraflex over MUL is a great option, you know, for all these supply challenges industry-wide that are going on right now, and you can't get click floating products. We have the ability with USA produced products, both MUL and the Duraflex, to create something that looks exactly the same as Duramax and actually floats as well. So we're very excited to offer these two products in conjunction with the MT711 to create a beautiful floating glue down. I know that sounds a little strange, but it's essentially what it is. You're getting a monolithic glued down floating floor, which is a great benefit in a lot of different ways. This is Jason from Mannington, and thanks for watching.